contradiction. The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Pahoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, woman Fred, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting fuck! Well then tell me this, Mr. Pahoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, let me compulsively save and I'll tell you, bitch. Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. That's the first time we've seen, like, back-to-back, like, angry close-ups. That was pretty good. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie to get that dog face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw him that night. Ha! I've told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You've already changed your testimony, stick boy, and I'm sure we'll change some more.
Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah!
Let's save again. Compulsive saving! Even though it's only been a minute. I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that's all you had to go on. Someone else could have worn them. Someone else could have worn those 3 things, and you would still have thought it was Max. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about... Fuck you. I suppose 5 minutes. I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. All right. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I got 4, you know. 4. F-O-R. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night? Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. Oh, wait. About what time would you say these events took place?
One of the dumbest fucking people on the planet if you can't figure it out for yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m.
This is starting to hurt.
And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, when was it?
Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second.
God!
It was 10 p.m.
Oh, yes, that sounds about right. It sounds about right, because that's the time that I saw Max on the scene. Listen! Do math!
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night.
Huh?
What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trello.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better, fuckhead.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Okay, it is either the evening greeting or Ben's half might refer to like the fact that he didn't do anything. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Aha! It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange, bitch?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. Yeah, if we flash back to that bit in grade school when Phoenix was on trial, clearly no. There's no reason that Trill would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will
resume his testimony.
You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said.
I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100 billion thousand and infinity % absolutely sure.
There's no way then he could be more confident than that, right? Bitch.
Pog.
Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses. I'm not good at writing melodies.
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick? Or
All we can do is try. Right, Nick? Gotta have something that'll prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work. Okay. Let's quickly go through all the evidence. Is it the footsteps? Because if he saw Max walk to the thing, wouldn't there be footsteps? We pointed that out before. Excuse me. Anyone have any ideas? I did press everything. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it's not that. Shut up after I've been waiting for about 5 minutes. Said good evening, but I didn't even acknowledge my presence. Absolutely sure it was him. I saw Max at the scene. I made a mistake, those 3 ridiculous symbols. Yeah, there they are. Is it maybe the poster? Yo, let's save, and then we'll present the poster. Yeah, I like the poster. Nope! Alright, let's quickly run through everything again. We got 4. Big top. Of course, that's why someone staring at the entrance. That makes sense. 5 minutes. What time do you think these events took place? Just add 10 more minutes. It was 10 past 10. Yeah, let's do this one as well. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to review you— OW! You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Pahoenix Wright. You should know better! Ow! This is assault! That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. You're infinity fucking bajillion % sure? And we know we just did this because it did the song. Anyone have any clues? Well, not that I can see. Maybe it's the photo because there's no footprints. Nope. Nope. Is there a profile you can present? Ah. I always miss those. Yeah, that's true. Nope. Should I just Google it? Excuse me. It's not, I know it's not. But I have no idea. Nope. It's when the music stops that you know. So he was waiting here. He was waiting for Max to come out of here, wherever the door is. Nope. Anyone have any ideas? Because I'm stumped. I'm stumped too. Damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna Google it. Oh, what the oh. Fucking hell. Alright, fourth statement. What was it? So that is a bit of a stretch. Okay, so M's. Both of these two adult men want to propose to this underage girl. And because of that, Max was like, fuck you, Ben, and hit Ben over the head with this bottle. So I have to be like, I guess the hint was, why would you be nice to him when he beat you over the head with a bottle? Why would you say good evening to him? Because he beat you over the head with a bottle. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. That is a bit of a stretch. I mean, it makes sense, but also, for fuck's sake.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement doesn't usually end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival.
What?
Are you saying that this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie, honestly. I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist.
Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He probably saw a different person. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe that the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If you truly met Max that night, there would have been no greening at all, which means that there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? You...
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening, then?
The ringmaster, probably. He was there, right? He got murdered. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
Oh my god. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. But he did not do that, because I have it.
Oh, yes, I suppose you've got a point there.
Everyone in this world is stupid except for Phoenix, and even Phoenix is kind of stupid. This was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist!
What? Ah! Order! Order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second! Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but... Once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Max Galact. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else, dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell himself. What? 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 Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Save. Oh my god, 5 whole minutes. Well, you see, if that's the case, then it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally want a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Oh, for fuck's sake. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Pahoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me! Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. You know what? Let's call it a stream here before my PC fucking restarts again. I hate that I've complained about this every time, but I hate that there's no way to quit from the save menu. Thanks for stream. No problem. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for the resub, Becca. Thank you for gifting that sub to Blue. Thank you, M, so much for coming. It was so good to see you. And I think Lunalay's gone, but thank you, Luna, for coming as well. Glad I could catch you. Hells yeah. And I'm glad you're staying safe, Ems. So I'll post some of these screenshots to Twitter. Ems, do you have Twitter? Just out of curiosity. Excuse me. Also, we'll go to the thank you screen. I do. I thought I was following you. We'll check. Oh, all good. So, anyway, with that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that follow button if you want to see more content like this. And if you want to support me, consider hitting that subscribe button, or donating via Streamlabs, or pledging to my Patreon. The appropriate links are in the descriptions down below. But as always, your viewership is the best way to support me. I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to fuck that like button! Bye!